Hello and welcome back to the Planet Crafter Aqualis. Last time we saw corals spawn in and we were exploring all of the islands that were here originally and started exploring some of the new ones that arrived, but we have not quite gotten all of those explored yet before we ran out of time last episode. So we're going to continue that today. I have put a teleporter out over there on that island so that we can head back over there in just a moment. But I also ordered in the stuff we would need for bots and for robots. So as soon as that stuff gets here, we can actually start, making robots and doing that. We could start with though making the bot station, or grabbing the things for the drone station here. I did put out a bunch more boxes, even though they don't have anything in them yet, and I also put down an autocrafter just so we could check recipes and things. So over here we need one of these and one of these, and over here we need nope. I don't remember where anything is. Got to clean this up. Not there either. One of you. Oh yeah, there's one of the things that I wanted, and the circuits. Did I put the circuits in a stupid spot? Did I use them all? I can't have used them all, did I? Maybe I did use them all. Maybe I did. Huh. I guess I used them all. Well, that's a bummer, because now we can't make this thing. Circuits, though, cost... we might be able to make them. We might have the stuff we need here. No, we don't have any gases. Can we drill gases? Maybe. Should be able to. I would use my circuit, but we could do that. Guess we got to order in circuits, so we may not be making bots right now. Do that and that. One of those. And 2 zeolites, which will be in here. I can't believe I used all my circuits. What did I use all my circuits on? Jeez. Alright, let's set up one of these gas extractors. Need to drill for pink. We'll do that real quick. And this, I didn't think these showed the, excuse my voice by the way, it's all messed up today. Until we put down the thing. Huh. I can't believe I used all my circuits. That's a bummer. We can put some of this stuff back away, I guess. How did I manage to do that? I mean, I know how I managed to do it, but, you know. Otherwise, we could pull that off if we had the gases by making a couple of circuits. So I'll have to import circuits once those things come back, and these haven't produced anything yet. Let's, well, they're probably just about here now. Let's do, yeah, you're on your way down. Oh, you just landed. That one just landed. This one hasn't landed yet. So let's go ahead and order in. So you are Selenia. No, I don't want to order in circuits from Selenia. I want to get them from Humble. Because we are actually making them on Humble. You land already? Thank you. There. Oh, I ordered circuits. Well, I ordered circuits for making robots, but I guess I can use them. But let's also order in a bunch more because I'm going to need them. I don't know what else to order in, but at least we'll order in a bunch of circuits. A whole batch of them. And that way we'll have them for future welding purposes. Okay, good. That's good to see. So we don't need this now. I'll leave the gas thing alone, at least for now. We can always get it filled up and have it for the robots to pick up. And up here on the roof, this thing will go into, wait, the other way around, this way. And then we can just make whatever bots we can make. I need super alloy for that. Okay, that's fine. Grab a batch of that. Here. I don't have much. I don't need the rods for this, so I can put those away. I just was like, I need to fill my inventory up with something, or the shuttle's inventory up with something, so let's just order in some more super alloy rods. We can always use those, right? Alright, that's all we got. How many was that? Over here. 9. Alright, well. And I think the issue's going to be, well, the issue's going to be circuits and more, so let's just dump this stuff in here. And I'm going to take the truck with me this time. As I mentioned, there's already a whatchamacallit, over there, a teleporter over there, but we do need to put down a chest that just accepts everything. So let's just make this one be a demand, a demand everything chest. Oops, I did that wrong though. That way, when I drop things into the truck and offer them for logistic collection, the bots will come and get them. Be nice if you could do a request all, but you can't. And then once we set up this base to have some organization, similar to what we have on Selenia, I think, then I can delete this box's configuration and restore it all to, deliver it all to the individual boxes as we do elsewhere. I do eventually want to check to make sure we can't mine anything on these other islands and or past the seismic events phases of terraformation. So I will want to keep checking the miners, but if we can't mine, then we can't mine. You know, there's nothing else we can do about it. And so when we get through seismic shocks, which we are just about ready to approach, then we can do that. So let's go now to, oh, geez. Let's go to get a piece of food first. Almost out of food. I might need to import some more food pretty soon. Yeah, thank you. And let's go back over here. I should go out to the coastline and get some water, or down here to this pool and get some water. Down here. And we just need to pick another spot and just start collecting stuff, because I think we landed here last time, and we kind of started to look around, but we didn't get everything, and we could use some more stuff anyway. We'll do that, and like I said, I will just put down the truck whenever we need to offload stuff, and we'll let the base come and get it. Plus, it'll give me an opportunity to get some oxygen, and then, of course, whatever else we need. Eat the food when the time comes. Ooh, look at you back there. Sneaky, sneaky. This, as I mentioned last time, I think this island's going to be tough to kind of track because of all the different layers and things. So we'll have to just be kind of careful that we get most things. And just hope for the best. Someone mentioned they thought that the clams had better stuff as terraformation goes on. Someone else told me that neither moon does. So I'm not sure what the situation is there, but if we do get better stuff as time goes on in these, then oh well, we missed it. If we don't, then, well, we got it early, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. We have plenty of stuff available to us elsewhere in the world, or system, or whatever. I'm still going to wait on the food because we are still doing pretty well, and we might as well maximize the food as best we can. I see, no. Up here. I don't know how many clams there will be on this island. Probably a lot, as is evidenced by the fact that there seems to be a lot. But I don't know if I'll miss some. I'm sure I'll miss some, just because sometimes they're a little bit hard to see. And that'll be alright. As I kind of alluded to, I am recording this at an odd time, so my voice is a little screwy. And also, I may need to make this episode a little shorter than normal, so we'll see if I pay attention to the time well enough to get it shorter, but I should probably make it a little bit shorter. Looking for clams and super alloy, of course. And we're full. Okay, so let's see. Truck. Truck. Oh, wait, truck's in here, duh. Tier 2 outdoor farm. Nice. Drop that in here. Let's go ahead and just eat. We're close enough to the line now. And then supply everything. There we go. And here come the 9 bots to collect that, I assume. Yeah, there they are. It'll take them a while, but the truck can just sit there. In worst case, I can grab everything out of it and take it back to the teleporter and take it back to home with me, I suppose. But that way I don't have to go necessarily every time. Ooh, a gold-looking one. Yeah, golden clam. Oh. Wait, did the green ones have a different name? I guess I should have hopped in the truck and gotten some oxygen while I was there. Yeah, do that, please, Wally, real fast. Where's my truck? There's my truck. And then I had deconstruction on, so I couldn't get in the truck. We were under here. Super alloy rods, too. I almost forgot those were even here. Luckily, they have a little glow to them, so they're easy to find. Just keep getting drinks every time I think about it and see the water. Let's see. Here. It almost looked like a clam. Almost. Thank you. See one over here too? Yeah, did. Good. Also, maybe some incoming background noise, so if so, I apologize for that. Sometimes that happens too. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm missing spaces and areas and things around here. This place is just too varied. Ooh. Okay, this is a little underwater cave. And is there oxygen here? Oh, there's a way out. Good. That, and I don't think I can deconstruct that. Oh, we have another, whatever this thing is called, like we had on Humble. We didn't have any of those on, Selenia. Wait, where's the truck? You can see my beacon. Oh, there it is. We were way over there. How far did you get? Not very. Okay, air then while we're here. Any more of those underwater caves that I should have noticed and didn't? I think so. Okay. We are. I think we came around this way already once. Last time. We're on the outside. Although I see that I missed super alloy. So there was that. Yeah, 9 bots are not going to do that great of a job. So we're definitely going to want to make more of them as soon as we... Well, we probably have or nearly have the resources now to do so. The other thing is that trucks holds as much or more than the storage that we put up to receive everything, so it's not going to work that well for that either. So we're going to have to go back to the base and carry some stuff by hand. This is where we turned around and ran away. So we need to go back in here and clean this stuff up. Definitely want this super alloy, though. And yep. Kind of interesting to have those. What are those things called? I just forgot now. Cosmic quartz. Buds, I guess. I wonder if those are going to be, or those were kind of added into Prime at some point as well. I was figuring those would be an aspect of the DLC, the Humble DLC, so we wouldn't see them anywhere on these moons because the moons aren't related to the DLC. But guess they added them to the moons at least. But I'd be interested to find them, to see them on Prime when we go to Prime and look around. I don't know how much of a base I should build on Prime. I guess I should... Oop, I fell. I guess I should build the whole thing, though, because I guess we should level up all of our... all the way through all the TI there. But we'll be able to do it kind of quickly, just like we did... like we're kind of doing here and like we did on Selenia, because we have access to everything. We can skip all the intermediary steps and things. A lot down there. Still. Saw a bunch of super alloy. Oh yeah, because this is where... Yeah. Look, there's clams down here and everything. I believe there's more underwater, although we need to not do that right now. We need to go back over to the truck and get some air. Or just go through the teleporter. Let's do that. This time. Lots and lots and lots of super alloy. I can dump that in there. We have other miscellaneous bits here. I'm just going to dump them all in here, I think, for right now. Did the... yes, you did come back. We want those, and then we said something else we wanted, which I don't remember what it was. Oh, food. That would be good. Definitely some food. I don't really need a full boat of food, but maybe like 10. Although I do have the stuff to make a few pieces. And then from there, I'm not actually sure what I want. It might be just about time. Well. I'm not sure what else I want, so I don't really need to send that off just yet, but just putting it in there, that way I remember it for next time. Let's go back to making the robots, which is, again, those 4 things. I have a lot of circuits this time. Let's grab a bunch of these. That's 10, that's probably enough. And 10 and 10 and not quite 10, I think. See where we get to. Nine more. Okay, so can we make like 2 more? Can I get the stuff to make like 2? That would be enough. So 1 more of those. I think 20, that is. 25 is... Here comes seismic stuff again. Yes, okay. Go take a look and see where that's coming up. Over there. Alright, so we added in another landmass over here. Or it's adding in right there. I think that's the one we saw. underwater when we were over here clearing this one. I'm pretty sure. Looks like that's the direction we were facing, I think. So yeah, there's, because I think we were looking at, we said that's where the sulfur is. So that's where we can green pick some sulfur. Which, by the way, I should grab the stuff and probably set up a couple of those things to pick the phosphorus here. Maybe just one. Because, well, we might as well. We have it down here too, which we still need to get down there too. But we might as well do that at some point. Although I may just leave this teleporter here. Because there were some frog ponds and things there, so that might be worth it. To leave it there, at least for now. Two more of those, that gets us to 20. And that'll be good. We'll do, you know, a couple more when the time comes. So let's do that, I guess. And head back over there and keep searching for more things to pick up. Yeah, this place is going to be nearly impossible, I think, to find everything easily. Just because of how weirdly layered it is. Like, usually I can do a systematic search pattern, but with the way these layers are, that's kind of more difficult to do. Or to accomplish, I should say. And is there anything up at the tips of these things? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Lots and lots of supers. Which is good. We need also, should grab some water while we were down in the water pool there, but there's one up ahead, so that'll be fine. Guess I should have imported what we needed for the other 5 robots and then sent the, or set it up for the other 5 robots and then sent the thing on its way. That'd have been the smart thing to do, Wally. Why don't you do things like that? Smart things. Go visit the truck. It should be emptying out a little bit better this time because we've got 20 bots to do the work and they don't have any other work to do. So they should be able to loot that truck pretty quickly now. Let's see. It's a long trip, long flight, but they are tier 2s. And, well, that's the only job they have, as I said, so should be okay. Yeah, these rocks look almost like they should be clams. Especially from certain angles and at a certain distance. I should have hopped in the truck and got some oxygen while I was there. I think we looped around back here the whole way. Missed one here. Ooh, and they are just clam. Okay. They have more slots, and they're green, but they are just clam. Nothing in this pool. Nothing significant anyway. I'm going to go get some oxygen. I'll come back. Try to come back up there anyway. know I did the whole beach area here. Yes, last time. It's really just about, are there weird hidden nooks and crannies, and or are there individual pieces of super alloy just kind of laying around like these ones? Oh, and this. I forgot we saw this. I will take that. And there is no delete on that. Maybe we saw this from the screen? Yeah, we saw this from the map screen. Guess I didn't come over here yet. Got close to it a couple of times, it looks like, but didn't quite make it. There you go. Up here. Maybe one more pass, and then we'll call it good enough. One more pass through at least some of these, through some areas here. Thought I was seeing, probably not. I was looking at rocks again. There's one. But, you know, a handful of missing super alloy is not going to be the end of the world. And we can mine it infinitely on Humble. We can manufacture it if we really needed to from, you know, base metals. So missing a few of these here on this landmass isn't the end of the world. Even the rods, like, they're not that valuable to us, because we can manufacture them. So just a couple of passes through, and that'll be it. And I think that might even be it for us for now. I think we did enough of a thorough job that we can probably call it good enough. So let's go back to the truck, pick it up, and then grab the teleport. That's just a weird shadow. I thought maybe that was a super alloy rod. Grab the truck, take whatever's in it out, and we can carry it all. And then, yeah. Can't. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay, well. That means I gotta make a manual trip. There's another one of those here. And where's my teleporter? There it is. There's at least a couple of cosmic quartzes here for us to pick up at some point along the way. Not there, but here. All of that. And oof. And actually, the problem might be this is full. Let me take some of that out. We'll put some of this in. Take some of that out. Put some of this in. And I'm just going to make this a disaster area of epic proportions. And we'll call that good enough. Let's order in... Let's see. Rockets, explosive powder, and more circuits, maybe. Just kind of the three of them. Along with the food that we have. So like 5 each. Along with all that food. And you should have mined some nitrogen. That's good. We'll use it. Don't worry. Alright, let's go back and probably just get the truck, because that box, you know what I just saw? You. Because the box, now that it's empty, the bots should have come and collected the rest of this stuff. They're on their way still. Oh, Pimelia tree seed. They're not flagged on that. They're also not flagged on the spacesuit. Where are they at? They're here, so I'll let them finish their trip. And I didn't bring the stuff for the grabber guy, but that's okay because I I can teleport back out here. It's fine. Okay, so let's grab the stuff for another teleporter, and we'll head out to the island, the second island that spawned in the first episode, second episode. I'll keep this. Also take a food and a teleporter. One of those, two of those, one of those, one of those, and one of these. And we can fly out. That way. See what that landmass brings us. Let's put up a tree spreader for that Pimelia. Actually, we'll want to put up some more of all three things again, as well as probably start doing some insect stuff. We should go to one end or the other. It looks like we might want to go to this end to start with, because that end is close. Actually, maybe I should go to this end then. Maybe I can just put the teleporter near the center. I don't know. At least to get to that one, maybe, yeah. The center of the two, that is, because they're not that far away. So yeah, we'll set our teleporter up on this one here, and we'll scout around. Food's low, but that gives us plenty of time to get there. Even like these spires and things out here, I will come back out to those. That way we have the teleporter up, landed, we're good, and we can get our food whenever we need to. Clams here. Lots and lots and lots of clams. Good to see. And this is the place where... No, this isn't the place where sulfur is. There's phosphorus here still. So, let's go teleport. There. Yeah. Okay. And, food, but not yet. No, that's fine. Let's just look around up here first, I think. How big is this place? Not very, so that's fine. Lambs here. Work our way down to the coast, and then come back up. Or come up and go over to the next landmass, I think. I missed one right there. That would have been not as ideal. Yeah, there's like multiple islands here. I guess 3 islands here, plus all the little outcropping things. This? Nope, just rock. Okay. Wondering if it was a frog pool or if it's just rock. And it's just rock. Looks like nothing actually up here on the uppermost area. We obviously got those 3 clams there, but they were kind of on this slightly lower area. There may be more on these slightly lower areas all the way around, but I'm just going to go right back down, I think. That's just some coral on a rock, or is there more to it? Yeah, there's clams here. Maybe the coral is a good indicator, partially at least, where there could be clams. Like, maybe not, it's not exclusive, like some of them are, you know, in the sand on the beach kind of thing, although there's none there, actually. But some of them, if they're up higher, they're kind of maybe near the coral. That's kind of a possible good indicator about where to find them. Well, those aren't clams, that's just weirdly colored rock, that's all. But there were clams out a bit on whatever one of these things, here. Yep. There we are. At least there's lots of high order metals and things here, because, well, we have a hard time finding those. Oh, oxygen low. Rock. Okay. Did I check this one? Possibly. Okay, these seem to just be rocky outcroppings. Unfortunate. Sad. I don't think there's anything we're going to see underwater, is there? I hope not. That'd be a hassle. I do like how that's kind of like a sandbar there, and they have it breaching the surface. It's kind of a nice geological effect, I guess. I want to keep making sure I keep looking at the mainland part of this island, too. There might be some zeolite over there or something. I want to determine where I want to draw the line here for exploring these outcroppings versus for this island versus the other ones. And I think this is probably about the line. I wonder if that is zeolite. There's probably some clams. Nope. I think we got all the way out to that little one. Maybe we didn't get to the little one. And then these ones over here. There might be some clams there. That one looks more viable. Yeah, this little guy here doesn't have anything. All these outcroppings seem to be kind of nothing. Which I'm fine with decoration. It is decoration, I'm fine with it kind of thing. But yeah, there's not much there. Any clam? One. Not even a good one. Was that supposed to happen? I don't think that was supposed to happen. Onto this one just to check it. We've not had an impact here in a while. I see the storm coming in, but we've not had an impact since like that very first arrival day here. It's kind of interesting. Double check. Yeah, that's a good spot. We'll get this one in the other direction. Another beachy area over here, so maybe we can find some more clams there. And there too. Let's do this rock. Not that I'm expecting to find anything, but the one that I don't explore will be the one that has something to do. Truck. Can't wait till we get to oxygen. That one over there we should probably do, but we'll do that one after, maybe? If we do these two beach areas. That one's second. This one over here first. Yeah, right here. A weird rock. Okay, nothing. This place is a whole lot less interesting than the last landmass, unless, of course, the interesting parts are on the other two landmasses. There's a couple of clams here. Did I miss any? They kind of blend in. Back out to that one. Yeah, there's probably not going to be anything here either. Another clip action there. That's good. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, well, I think, yeah, because we're basically done now. So I think the point of this one here was basically just, hey, here's this island along with 2 more. This one only has a few clams. The other 2, hopefully, that might have been zeolite, as I mentioned, or maybe it's just a weird looking cave. But we'll find that out next time. As I mentioned, I needed to make this episode a little shorter, and so we are basically there now. So I will unload this stuff. I might do a little bit of logistics sorting. Next time, I think we'll start with some more TI stuff, maybe adding in insects as well. If I import some butterflies and whatever we need for the butterfly farms. But that'll really depend on kind of time and effort and things like that. I will end up moving this robot thing because I'm going to probably build this base similar to the one on Selenia with 2 3x3 pods above each other, another 3x3 pod over there. I may or may not put the lab in, but at least do something similar to what we had on Selenia, and then we'll see what we actually need for space in terms of storage and things. So for now, we'll leave this here, and in the next one, we will come back with more terraformation and more exploration. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.